Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on YELP GWPH PCLN and Tesla. Usually do NVDA on these videos, but I did a semiconductor specific sector video, so check that out for NVDA. YELP tightening up here, inside bar on Thursday, and we had an inside bar, well, just about. We did lose that low by 2 pennies, but clearly it's a very tightening range, trying to form an equilibrium, and I still do not trust the bulls here on this move because of the weekly time frame looking a lot like a bear flag, similar to the last bear flag that was confirmed with continuation to the downside. We are rejecting from exponential resistance, and as long as that weekly exponential level is resistance, the 8 period, it has rejected 2 bounce attempts at their highs. As long as that's resistance, it's up to the bulls to prove that they can get over that level. Otherwise, we are just looking for continuation to the downside. If we do see a break of 32.81 and 32.83 to start Monday, that will confirm that the bears still have some strength here, and we will be looking down to 32.10 as the next support from there. So really, I don't want to be fighting the trend right now on YELP, trying to play it bullish, just because the bears have been so strong for the past 2 months. If we were to see a bull break of 33.49, then we would be keeping an eye on the recent high of 34.14. So it is definitely playable to the upside. It's just personally my preference. I would rather have a stock in an uptrend if I were going to be playing bullish. So GWPH on the weekly time frame, or the daily time frame, bullish reversal doji after a nice big 4-day dump. The biotech sector is trying to see a short-term bounce. We're looking for a green day on Monday to confirm a short-term bounce in GWPH as well. We're going to be looking at previous support, now resistance of 118. And then we will be looking at the 100-day moving average resistance, lining up with the middle Bollinger Band, which will be just at that 120 level. So 118 and 120 resistances on the daily time frame. Same thing, we are very clearly in a downtrend here right now on GWPH. It's up to the bulls to break that and prove their strength to us, but I would not be looking to play these short-term bounces as the bears have this momentum. Losing the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly time frame just under 120 certainly stands out as well as bearish, and we're looking down at 112 support from here if we break 114.37, the recent low. Bulls really want to hold that 112 to try and keep this higher low weekly pattern intact. Losing the middle Bollinger Band was red flag number 1 for the longer term bulls, and breaking 112 would certainly be a big red flag as well. PCLN could not see follow-through from the bullish reversal candlestick on Thursday, so we do still have resistance at 1775. It was resistance back here in mid-March. We rejected from 1773, 75, 75, 77, and here we are, 75 and 74, 2 resistances Thursday and Friday. So this is also a potential bear flag where we have our 5-6 day pullback, a little weak bounce attempt before continuation to the downside. If we see a break of 1755, we're looking down at 1739 as the next support on PCLN. Need to be cautious here as a bull. Daily time frame still favors the bulls as long as 1755 holds that higher low. But the weekly time frame is a bearish candlestick. Very small, very contained, no big red flags. Still holding exponential moving average supports in the long term. This 4 period has been holding all of 2017. If we see a red week this coming week, we will lose that 4 period exponential support for the first time in 2017, indicating that some short-term consolidation is going to continue playing out, and we will likely break the higher low pattern on the daily time frame. Tesla, beautiful bullish day and beautiful way to end the week. We have a bull flag consolidation, which is ideal scenario for the bulls, and that is a continuation pattern. And right now, that's the direction that the momentum is heading. We still have a declining volume pattern. The bulls would love to see more than 4.6 million shares traded on Monday, and if we were to see that, I would absolutely expect a new all-time high. So if we do break that double top, 304.88 at that all-time high, we'll be looking up at psychological levels 305, 306, 307, as we don't have any price history resistances to be going off of, as the bulls are in full control. The red flag for the bulls would be the inability to break that all-time high and then breaking the consolidation low of 294.10. That would show us a lower high and then a lower low, indicating we're likely to head back to fill this gap of 279.68. So a very strong close at the end of Friday. We saw all the bull momentum to the upside, and we are looking at that all-time high on Monday. Let's see if the bulls can get that nice strong continuation that this bull flag pattern indicated was more likely than not. Weekly time frame from Tesla, huge bull volume, close right under the upper Bollinger Band on the weekly, so that will be a resistance level we have to look at. Along from psychological levels, if we get a new all-time high, this weekly upper Bollinger Band will be at about 308 or 309. We'll have to update that level. That would be the next resistance we look at, as it did reject the price this week, even though we did close strong just underneath that level. So a lot to be watching. Tesla bulls have a lot of momentum, keeping an eye on the potential for PCLN for a bear flag. Not really liking Yelp in either direction at this point, as it's pretty slow and steady the past 2 weeks, and GWPH looking for a lower high to be set on a short-term bounce attempt. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in on Monday. Have a great weekend.